Hi everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. Could a statewide discussion on marriage in general lead to no marriage at all? Week 6 of our hometown tailgate. And a few minutes ago, about an hour ago, we had some sprinkles, but things are looking better now, aren't they? And we're going to show you a real cool tradition they have here at Miami High School. It's called a dog walk. That's coming up in a few minutes. So basically, this twister took a path right where we are right now and just went right over here, over I-35 and off to the northeast from here. I remember my first pitch. It was 30 years ago, and I did what Coach Blankenship said never do. It dribbled up there. No. So I learned from then on, if you're going to throw it wild, over the head of the catcher. Right. In fact, as Oswald drew his pistol and aimed to fire, Hawkins says McDonald caught the hammer between his thumb and finger. It was that close.
It was rather hectic for a while, yeah.
And you slapped the cuffs on it. Brady Street could see some big changes coming its way. Tulsa organization protecting families in violent situations needs your help tonight. Tonight we're getting a better look at that massive sinkhole that swallowed a man inside his Florida home. Each candidate has only 2 minutes to answer the question. Do you think that's going to be tough? I think so too. So my job is to keep them on track. We're going to go to the Rob Wallace campaign in just a moment. Also, we're going to talk about District 1 Congress here in Oklahoma. And the mercury keeps dropping. Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin, are you laughing there in the storm center with the latest?
Right?
We're all laughing about this, aren't we?
I'm going okay. Is it April 1st?
And you can tell where the tornado skipped over and went over some trees. The tops of the trees are off, but the houses are fine. We usually root for the home team. You are, but I have a dog in the fight. This is my son, Tommy. He's a senior for Union Redskins. Hey, what's the game plan tonight? John Moss will have more on that coming up later in sports. Now, a lot of news going on today, especially what's going on out in Los Angeles today, and Charles Ely has that back in the studio. Chuck? Tulsa's own Sonny Lee from radio station KBOO has been on the red carpet for the preparations and the awards.
Always a party.
The Southsider Pizza right here and the Bob Marley dip. It's excellent.
You can't beat it whatsoever.
Tonight we're going to be giving away t-shirts.
Ooh, yeah.
T-shirt right
Love
there.
that.
And once again, if you know a vet, and a lot of us do know a vet, say thank you. Give them a call today. If they're not in front of you, give them a call and say thank you for everything you've done for our country. It could be a lot worse and probably will be a lot worse tomorrow when this cold freeze comes in.
Yeah, I'm going to be bundled tomorrow and inside, that is for
We'll
sure.
have gloves on, we'll have our heavy coats on. This is the second annual parade right before the home opener for the Tulsa Drillers. You saw a lot of Little Leaguers, you got Cub Scouts, you got Hornsby went by. It is a big night here at One Oak Field. They were here early this morning and it was quite a scene. It was rocking, wasn't it? But we start off tonight at 10 covering some breaking news. Police in Skiatook are investigating a murder at this hour. Now, details of the crime are not yet known. We have a crew on the scene right now gathering information, and we'll update you in this newscast as we learn more. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. Could a statewide discussion on marriage in general lead to no marriage at all? A state representative has introduced a bill to get that conversation going. It comes in the wake of a judge overturning the ban on same-sex marriage here in Oklahoma. Channel 8's Caitlin Alexander is covering the latest on this developing story. Tulsa County District Attorney and Court Clerk are working to appeal the judge's decision that overturned the same-sex marriage ban. Well, meanwhile, it could take longer for couples to get a divorce here in Oklahoma. State Representative from Fort Gibson has filed a bill that would increase the waiting period for the divorce to be final. Oklahoma has the second highest divorce rate in the nation. The bill would require a 6-month waiting period to dissolve most marriages. There would be exemptions, though, for cases when adultery or abuse is involved. Another bill could eliminate incompatibility as grounds for divorce. Right now, an update to breaking news out of Midtown Tulsa. A group of suspects lead police on a high-speed chase today during rush hour traffic, but officers say it prevented a larger tragedy. New at 10 tonight, police in Wagner have a mystery on their hands tonight. A badly decomposed body has been found. Police tell us a man's body was found in a field behind the Walmart on South Dewey. Parts of Oklahoma are facing a high fire danger tonight due to the dry and windy conditions. These 20 counties are now under a burn ban. 6 counties were added to the list today.
Will it be rain or snow? I'll let you know here in just a little bit.
A lot to talk about. Talk to you later. Thanks, Jennifer. Wine and alcohol sales at restaurants on Sundays could be coming to Rogers County. Channel 8's Yvonne Lewis reports county commissioners have given the go-ahead to put it to a vote of the people. Oklahoma Senator Tom Coburn unveils a plan to repeal the President's Affordable Care Act. He wants to replace it with a different set of reforms. Coburn joined two other senators in releasing the Patient Care Act. It focuses on repealing all of Obamacare. He says our health care system wasn't working before Obamacare, but says it's even worse now. We put a link to this proposal under this story. Just go to K2L.com. Despite rumors he might run for Senator Coburn's Senate seat, former Oklahoma Governor Frank Keating says he will not enter the campaign. In a statement, he said he'll continue serving as president and CEO of the American Bankers Association in Washington. Congressman James Langford has announced plans to run. Tulsa says goodbye to longtime leader Roscoe Turner. Members of the community gathered this morning to pay their last respects. Service was at the First Baptist Church near 4th in Cincinnati. Turner served on the city council for many years. He passed away from a heart attack last Tuesday. He was 81 years old. Coming up, a state senator from Broken Arrow faces off with CNN's Piers Morgan in a heated debate over gun control.
It's a very simple question. Because of mental health issues. In the past, I'm obviously confusing it.
New tonight, a state senator from Broken Arrow gets into a heated debate with CNN's Piers Morgan over gun control. Senator Nathan Dahm spent the segment defending his new bill, the Piers Morgan Gun Act. He wants all Oklahomans to have the right to carry a gun without a license. The bill was ironically named after Morgan due to his outspoken support for gun control. The pair could not agree over how to prevent mentally ill people from getting their hands on guns.
I think that the more people that carry guns, yes, the less crime there is.
Senator Dahm believes people shouldn't have to jump through hoops or pay fees to own a firearm. The widening project along I-44 will finally come to an end this summer. That's when Lewis Avenue will reopen, completing the final phase of the expansion project. Now to the deep freeze covering much of the country tonight. Snow is expected to fall from Texas to the Carolinas. Even Florida can't escape the winter temperatures this time. The wind chills in the upper Midwest are closing in on -60 in some places. That's colder than Alaska. As for the big game, Super Bowl Sunday's forecast in New Jersey will be in the mid-30s with possible snow showers. Well, it's going to be another chilly night here, a great night to bundle up with a blanket and keep warm. Channel 8 is working to make that possible for 5,000 people this winter with our Spread the Warmth campaign. So far, we've collected more than 1,200 blankets for people in need. Today, folks who work for the Tulsa 66ers volunteered their time to help fold up blankets donated the game on Saturday. There's still time to drop off a new or gently used blanket at any of the locations listed there on your screen.
Maybe rain, snow. We'll just have to kind of wait and see what this next system does.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. Well, at the top of the newscast, we told you that police in Skiatook are investigating an apparent murder there. Channel 8's Caitlin Alexander is live on the scene. She joined us on the phone with the latest. Caitlin. All right, thanks, Caitlin. Also, more on K2L.com when we get more information. We'll be right back.
You know, that's what football's supposed to be.
And obviously comfortable with wearing bright orange for interviews as well.
I love watching him play. He's gutsy.
He is very gutsy. It should be a great Super Bowl.
Thanks, John. We'll be right back.
Another front coming our way. Maybe this time some rain, maybe even some snow by next week.
It's a roller coaster, isn't it?
We're holding on.
All right, thanks. That's your news tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
As Mrs. Kennedy and the crowd yells, and the President of the United States.
So you didn't know the struggle that ensued here, that this would take on national implications here.
No, it really didn't.
This is Walter Cronkite in our newsroom, and President Kennedy has been shot in Dallas, Texas.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You'll excuse the fact that I'm out of breath, but about 10 or 15 minutes ago, a tragic thing, from all indications at this point, has happened in the city of Dallas.
We're here at the Texas Blue Book Depository.
In grainy photographs and film and countless conspiracy theories, 11/22/63 sticks like a migraine in our collective memory.
That President Kennedy is dead. There is still no official confirmation of this.
Ray Hawkins has a memory of the day our president was assassinated no one else has.
Didn't really dawn on me what had happened or the gravity of what was happening.
It was a part of history that dark day in Dallas when he unknowingly met John F. Kennedy's killer face to face. And 81-year-old Ray Hawkins is retired today. 50 years ago, though, he was a young cop in Dallas, full of swagger. The confident smile and cool shades he wore as easy as a badge on his chest, and white-handled pistol sticking out from his hip. But mostly, Officer Hawkins worked traffic and accidents, even on the day the president came to town.
Everybody was happy and looking forward to the president, and of course the kids were all lining the street with their little flags waving, and I would say it was very a joyous mood, I guess you might say.
Certainly Hawkins has changed a lot since then, and so has Dallas. A half a century has a way of doing that. But parts of the city have been preserved to look much like they did 50 years ago. Today, 2 white painted X's on Elm Street in front of Dealey Plaza mark the exact spots where Kennedy was shot. Visitors rush there for a quick photo, or to look up at the 6th-floor corner window of the Texas School Book Depository where Lee Harvey Oswald waited to fire his rifle. Barely 3 miles away, the Texas Theater in Dallas's Oak Cliff neighborhood is still standing today. For more than 80 years, home to the biggest stars in Hollywood. But it's most famous for a visitor who slipped in without pain on the afternoon of 11/22/63. After killing Kennedy and then police officer J.D. Tippit, Oswald ended up here. It wasn't long before the theater was raining police, as Hawkins described the scene, and he had a front row seat to a real-life drama no movie script could ever make up. You didn't know that this man had just killed the President of the United States?
No, I did not know then.
He reminisced recently in the same movie theater, preserved much like it looked 5 decades earlier. Hawkins sitting directly behind where Oswald was first spotted. 3rd row, 5th seat in, watching War is Hell. Then the brief but violent confrontation between Oswald, Hawkins, and fellow officer Nick McDonald 3 seats closer to the aisle. Was it truly a life and death struggle?
Yes, I would say that. Of course, we had more policemen than we did bad guys, but very easily someone could have gotten shot.
In fact, as Oswald drew his pistol and aimed to fire, Hawkins says McDonald caught the hammer between his thumb and finger. It was that close.
It was rather hectic for a while, yeah.
And you slapped the cuffs on it?
Yes, sir.
The only words Hawkins remembers Oswald saying was, "I ain't done nothing," followed by screaming as they took him away. He recalls that Oswald was roughed up a bit during the arrest. Again, they didn't know he had shot the president. All they knew was that he had just killed one of their own, and they didn't like that one bit. Yeah, they roughed him up all right. Did you contribute to that?
No, sir, not that I know of.
Not that you know of.
Not that I can remember.
In other words, read between the lines.
Oswald, did you shoot the president? I didn't shoot anybody, sir. I haven't been told what I'm here for.
He never saw Oswald again after that. Of course, 2 days later, Jack Ruby would shoot and kill Oswald in the basement of the Dallas police station. For Ray Hawkins, what happened inside this old movie theater the afternoon of 11/22/63 is now a hazy, distant memory. But one he says turned out as well as could be, and to play an important role in a slice of American history, dark as it may be, any actor who's graced the big screen here would be proud of.
If there had to be something like this, well, it was great to be a part of it.